Lola's Toy Box is an attempt to explore how imagination can help us out in the real world, really. And for Lola, she can go through her toy box into an imaginary world, but she always does so after there's been a bit of a conflict in her real world, usually with her brother, but something that's upset her or a challenge that she's facing. And then, along with her toy buddy, she visits the kingdom and faces a different challenge, an imaginative challenge, but one where she's able to meet that challenge and to solve problems with the toys and in that situation. And that problem solving, that sort of human approach that she brings, she can then take back to the real world and help it to solve the problems that she faced at the very beginning of the book. And that's about it, really. Lola's Toy Box is, I hope, above everything else, it's just a series of adventures, of great stories. But I hope that the readers can actually feel that they can go along with Lola on those stories and help her make decisions. And sometimes Lola is faced with a challenge where it's the fact that she's a human that makes her different. These are toys she's dealing with, and sometimes they don't think very clearly. And Lola can apply her common sense and her bravery, really, her courage, to the situation and to help fix things in this kingdom. And I hope that the reader will feel that, well, they might have made that decision, or maybe they wouldn't, maybe they'd have gone in a different direction. And then hope that when they hop into the next story, they'll have still more decisions to make, and they'll feel, I don't know, they'll feel that they own the stories a little bit. I'm really hoping that they'll feel that they'd like to meet Lola and maybe go into the kingdom with her. When I was a young boy, the stories that I loved most were those where you could escape not only into the book but into the world that the book offered you. So there were often stories that had some sort of portal, Alice in Wonderland, or the Narnia stories, where there was some mechanism in the story that allowed you to go beyond even the domestic world that the story started in. And I wanted to write that. I wanted to take a new look at where would you go if you could go through some sort of magical doorway into another kingdom. What that allows you to do is to sort of go backwards and some traditional stories, not leaning on technology and common play and contemporary play, but to actually go back to a time where imagination was everything, and where you would play with things in your imagination, as well as the toys that you owned would go on incredible journeys with you, even in your bedroom. And you wouldn't think, oh, I'm bouncing on my bed. You think, this is a wonderful kingdom, and it's got a quilted floor, and we're in an amazing place where my toys are alive. So that device, taking Lola through a toy box into a magical kingdom, seemed to be a perfect way of trying to recreate some of my very favourite stories.